Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Y Spaces, Aperon, Twala, Sims, Sukuna, Schooltech by Edfolio, Maroon Studios, and Compare Loans. Check out our partners in the description.
Welcome sa isa na namang episode ng Startup Podcast PH, Kwentuhan at Philippine Startup Week 2025. Andito tayo ngayon sa Mount Canlaon Room of the Philippine Innovation Center here in Marikina City. At ang ating kakwentuhan ngayon ay I'm very honored actually na naman to have you always in the podcast. Cerebro, Justin Itugot.
Hello Yanni. Parang third time ko na yata ito. Yung
Third,
podcast, then
online podcast.
online.
natin,
Tapos last year na Philippine Startup Week, then
Pero yung
ngayon
last week na Philippine Startup Week, ako po yung nag-iikot sa mga booth.
yes,
Diba nag-iikot ako noon
Oo.
Ngayon, kayo nilalapit sa
kami
akin.
na pupunta sa'yo. Level up ka na rin.
Thank you din talaga sa Philippine Startup Week organizers na binigyan tayo ng kwarto naman ngayon. But ano sige, for our audience lang here and for everyone, pa-refresh lang kami, ano nga ba, Justin, ang Cerebro?
So Cerebro is a combination of the school's academic and administrative operations in a single platform. So covered na namin lahat. Enrollment system, attendance monitoring, the learning management system, canteen management, library management, including the ready-made lessons, quizzes, test banks that teachers use for their classes. So right now, we have covered 129 subjects from kinder up to college, and we are serving around 100 schools na rin throughout the Philippines.
Oh, wow. Grabe. Oh, first of all, wow, nagpalakpak ang ating audience yan. No? Pero, no 2022 or 2023,
Mga 30 to 40 schools lang yata yun.
Tsaka ano pa lang noon, wala pa yung school management, wala pa yung
Yes,
management.
it's just
Yung
the
content,
LMS lang and content.
LMS, tsaka yung, ang naalala ko sa Cerebro, kayo
Ready-made
gumagawa
content.
ng mga ready-made
Yes,
content.
lesson plans.
Lesson plan, tsaka yung
PowerPoint.
mga PowerPoint, yung
Yeah.
materials na
Oo.
ginagamit ng mga students. So, malay nyo yung school pala nila ay gumagamit ng Cerebro. Pero,
Oo.
anyway. Kasi sila ay mga senior high. Tama.
Okay.
So, anyway, pakwento lang ulit muna, pa-refresh lang ulit kami. Paano nga ba nag-start yung si Cerebro as gumagawa nga ng ready-made content? Tsaka paano nangyari yung nag-evolve siya na meron ng school management, canteen management?
Ano kasi, tulad mo ako teacher din ako di ba? So, I have been a teacher. Still, a teacher pa rin naman ako sa ngayon, no? Although hindi na lang yun yung full-time na ginagawa ko. So,
At natuturo ka pa rin?
part-time sa ngayon.
wow.
Pero kasi parang ayokong iwan ng fully yung
Teaching.
yung teaching. Parang yun na talaga kasi yung profession and passion ko. No, when I started teaching kasi, nagulat ako dun sa workload ng teachers. Well, alam ko, naririnig ko na dati na ang hirap ng workload ng teachers when it comes to paperwork, the reports that they are doing after their classes. Pero ang problem pala doon, bukod dun sa ginagawa ng teachers na reports after their classes, meron ding preparation. Kasi if a teacher would handle 6 to 8 classes per day, yung 6 to 8 classes na yun, minsan iba-ibang subject. Diba? Magtuturo ka ng math, magtuturo ka ng PE, diba? Pati yung PE teacher mo, siya din yung science teacher mo, siya din yung English teacher mo.
Christian living teacher.
Yeah, actually, yun nga No, yun, ang major ko nung college when I was studying education was religious and values education. But in my first school na pinagturuan ko, bukod sa religious education, I was assigned by my principal to teach TLE, Technology and Livelihood Education. At ang tinuturo pala doon, cooking. Hindi ako marunong magluto So, una kong problema is how can I learn cooking? So, I need to do my own research. Nakakatawa. Nabanggit ko doon sa toko kanina. Ang una kong na-experience sa cooking class, ako yung unang tinalamsikan ng mantika doon sa loob nung TLE lab. Kasi hindi ko talaga alam kung paano yung gawin. And that is just one additional subject. Meron pang 6 other subjects na kailangan ko pang pag-aralan every single day. So, kung merong 200 school days sa isang taon, meron ka ring 200 school days sa kailangan mo prepare ng lesson mo araw-araw for 6 to 8 subjects every single day. And there is a real depth data on this. That teachers are expected to allot 2 hours of preparation time per day. That kailan nila to ginagawa? Kasi kung 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. nasa loob lang sila ng classroom. Pag uwi nila sa bahay, magluluto pa sila, asikasuhin yung mga anak. 9 to 11 p.m. pa lang sila makakagawa ng lessons for the next day. And kung everyday may bagong PowerPoint ng teacher mo, ibig sabihin, 200 PowerPoint presentations yon for each subject. Diba? And this sums up to around 400 hours of preparation time for the entire school year at napakabigat niya sa teacher. Preparation pa lang yun. Wala pa dun yung pagsusulat ng report card, pag-encode sa system, checking ng mga test papers. So,
ang masakit dito is bayaran lang na time, nakakount lang yung
actual na teaching hours sa loob ng classroom.
Hindi nakakount. Hindi na mabayaran actually.
Yun. And na-realize ko na itong problema na to ay hindi ko lang problema. Problema din siya ng ibang teachers dun sa school kung saan ako nagtuturo. and even other schools throughout the Philippines. And recently, we realized na problema din pala ito ng teachers sa buong mundo, hindi lang pala sa Pilipinas.
Going international na kayo?
Kasi pasok sa team ng Startup Week, di ba? Start local, go global.
Go global. Wow. Anyway, sige. So Cerebro, no, for everyone din dito, they make ready-made content. Para yun
Yes.
nga, less na yung preparation ng teacher. Meron ng content na pwede niya maturo ka.
Yes.
No? Tsaka I think ano rin yan overall may activities, right? May quiz,
Yes.
may quiz, may ano.
Yes. So,
may LMS na nga rin.
meron na siyang ready-made na lesson plan, align na siya sa curriculum ng DepEd and CHED. We have the PowerPoint presentations, we have the quizzes na automatically graded in the system. We also have the performance tasks na nandun na yung GRASP format, na yung goal, role, audience, standards, pati rubrics ng teacher. Nandun na. So, ibibigay na lang niya sa students talaga yon, sasagutan na lang ng estudyante. So, we eliminate the preparation time. But of course, ang preparation na lang na gagawin ng teacher is pag-aralan paano niya ituturo yun kinabukasan. Pero yung manual work ng preparation, wala na.
Yung paggawa ng PowerPoint, yung paggawa ng lalagay ko ng picture dito, yung text dito.
Saka ang hirap kasi magsa-search ka pa kung saan website ko kukuha. Di mo alam kung reliable. Paano kung Wikipedia pala yung nakuha mo na reference. So, we already do the vetting of materials para yung i-present nila sa klase nila, verified content na yon na legitimate, align talaga siya dun sa lesson.
So, ang customer nyo as a business is yung mga teacher ba or yung school ba or yung students ba?
Well, ang primary beneficiaries are the students kasi sila yung nagko-consume na content. But the ones talaga na nare-reduce yung kanilang workload are the teachers. But
babayad?
of course, the students are paying but the schools are the ones collecting the fees. But we're a B2B business talaga.
With the school.
Yeah, for example, the school has 1,000 students, so i-collect na niya yan as part of the miscellaneous fees. Then, ang pumipirma ng kontrata sa amin ay yung school.
Okay. Parang ganyan na ba dati nung minefresh review?
Yes, actually. No, ganun na. Pero meron kasi kami dati na parang B2B2C, no, na we also engage with individual students sa mga affiliated sa mga tutorial centers, homeschoolers. But now we focus on the B2B component kasi mas madali siyang i-manage.
Okay. So, also, ito ba ay from grade school to senior high, college? Up to college ba?
For grade school to senior high school, we cover all the contents of the DepEd curriculum. So, kasama dyan yung sa senior high school na core subjects, applied and specialized subjects. For college, we cover the general education courses na pare-parehas. No? Ang wala kami yung professional subjects kasi depende yan sa course mo, no, sa program na kinukuha mo.
Sila pala actually ay mga senior high from Cavite. Ano nga school, sorry? Kinyang Academy. So, shoutout lang natin sa ating live audience na nandito. So, let's see. But anyway, ngayon, actually kaya rin ako amazed kay Justin. Wow. Fan ako nito eh. Kasi yun nga, nag-start kayo nung pandemic ba? Tama ba?
Actually, we started 2019, a year before the pandemic. Pero we just started building the product that time.
Okay.
Na-challenge kami in 2020, not yet because of the pandemic, but because of the Taal volcano eruption.
Nga pala.
Almost 2 months na walang klase sa Luzon because of the Taal eruption. So, meron na kaming kaunting nasimulan. Tapos, naghanap yung mga schools na pwede nilang gamitin kasi very traditional pa yung mga schools noon di ba? So, nag-pilot kami sa mga schools. Then, hindi namin alam na hindi na pala talaga babalik sa school ang mga estudyante. Noong time na yun. Nagkaroon naman ng pandemic ng March. January yung volcanic eruption
kasi yun pala, online materials yung inyo. Hindi print, di ba? Online.
We also have the print materials.
Grabe talaga to.
Kasi, sanay pa rin yung mga parents and students na meron silang textbook. So, we registered also as a textbook publisher. So, we offer both print and non-print materials na.
Okay. So basically, paano kayong content provider, print and non-print nga, sa mga school?
So ang gagawin na lang ng school owner, magtayo ng school.
Actually, Tsaka kumuha ng students.
Saka kumuha ng estudyante. Yes.
Okay.
They can manage the school with Cerebro. Yung teachers, kukuha na lang ng content sa amin. Books, nandun na.
Yan nga yung next question. Kasi no 2022 or 2023, when I first reviewed you, content pala. Ngayon, meron school management system. So bakit kayo nag-move papunta dun?
By
the way, pa-define, ano ba school management system? Di ba ito yung
enrollment. So, nandito yung online view of grades. Nandito na yung yung registrars, no, office. No, nandito na yung record ng estudyante, personal information, attendance management, payment system, accounting system. Kasama yung medical record sa clinic. Sa canteen, yung cashless payments. Kasama lahat yun.
So, bakit?
Bakit kami nag-evolve? Siguro due to insistent demand na rin ng mga schools.
Partner ninyo.
Kasi minsan ang hirap din na ngayong school, meron siyang kukunin sa amin. For example, yung LMS nga with content. Then they will have to look for another provider for register system. Another provider for the accounting system that parang lumalabas, every time the school wants to innovate on something, there's always a price tag involved. Na kung meron kang accounting system, learning management system, content library, di ba? Kunyari, meron kang 5 na iba't ibang system na ginagamit sa school, 1,000 pesos each yun. Di, you need to charge each student an additional 5,000 pesos per year. Di ba? Napakamahal nun kasi sa ibang school nga, wala nang top-up fee kung ikaw ay senior high school student, di ba? Meron kasing government voucher program. Medyo malaki siya. So, what we did was, we developed these systems with help from the DOST. They provided the funding for us to develop it. Nakagawa kami ng isang system that already covers all those areas. Parang babayaran na lang school, instead na 5 tigo 1,000 pesos, isa na lang.
Okay, interesting. Tsaka naisip ko rin dito, parang bukod sa cost, parang maybe yung school, since alam nila na reliable kayo or parang trusted na kayo dahil nga dun sa content, malamang for this other technology na pwede lang gamitin, trusted, same level of service yung mabibigyan sa kanya. So, parang trust din Tama ba yun?
Sa akin, hindi nauubos ang pain point sa loob ng school Marami ka laging pwedeng i-solve and you just have to add to your innovation. Mako-cover mo pa yung other areas of the school's operation.
Parang story and challenges. Siguro yung pagkuha ng unang school, tsaka yung ngayon na dumadami ng mga schools niyo, ano yung pa naman naging challenges sa business as an entrepreneur?
Manpower. No, ang problem namin dyan, kasi 70% of us at Cerebro are teachers or have been teachers before. So, we specialize in creating content but we do not really specialize in sales. So, nakatulong din siguro na nagkaroon ng word of mouth, no, yung school to school about Cerebro. Lalo na yung mga associations. For example, sa isang city or isang province, merong association yan ng mga schools. So, malaman lang nila na gumagamit ng Cerebro yung isa. So, that helped us a lot. Right now, we have partnered na with salespeople, so we can reach more schools na parang nako-complement nila yung lack of knowledge namin in terms of sales. Actually, hindi din ako developer, di ba? Hindi ako salesperson, pero I understand the product because I was a teacher before and I'm still a teacher now. So, yun yung mga, I think, early challenges namin na ngayon ay nare-resolve by partnering with other entities.
Hindi kayo nag-hire, no? Hindi kayo nag-hire nag-hire din kayo ng sales or...
We tried hiring before. Pero ang problema, pagka masyado kang sanay sa sales, hindi naman sila sanay sa industry. Kasi iba Hindi siya katulad sa ibang industry sa education, di ba, na ang education wala siyang monthly recurring revenue, wala siyang monthly growth rate kasi you will have to wait 1 school year, di ba?
Yearly ang bayad sa...
Yeah, it's a 1-year subscription. Kasi hindi ka mag-expect na yung school kukuha siya ng mga September or October kasi ang bayad na next ang estudyante, next school year na ulit, di ba?
Tuition fee. Kumusta pala ang retention ng mga schools? Like, mga repeat customers?
Yeah, so what we do actually is, for the first year ng school, we do 1-year contracts lang.
Okay.
Kasi nasabi namin, okay, kung hindi kayo satisfied after 1 year, wala tayong obligation for the next year. Pero pag satisfied ka, after 1 year, we'll sign a 3-year contract naman. So, ganun ang ginagawa namin. They will be able to maintain the rate from year 1 for the next 3 years pa. So, ganun. So, retention is actually good.
Okay. Nice.
Actually, ang schools, ang maganda dito, pagka nasanay na yung mga teachers na gumagamit ng isang platform, ayaw na nila lumipat.
Yung teacher naman mag-ipilit sa school na.
Huwag
palitan.
Huwag yung palitan kasi pag-aaralan naman namin yung papalit dito.
Okay, tama.
Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Protect your assets from bugs before bad hackers exploit them. And launch your products seamlessly with Sukuna, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Receive reports in real time and work with security experts to find bugs in your products before others do. Let's make your security our priority.
Okay. Ito, natanong ko kasi dati, tsaka tanong ko kanina, actually sa lahat ng in-interview ko, what is startup success for you? Financial ba? The value ba? The students' help ba?
Kung ako tatanungin mo sa founder, syempre, financial, no? Bakit? Kasi, to be realistic, we all have, mouths to feed, di ba? Meron tayong mga pamilya. Pero, alam mo, dati, before I quit yung full-time na pagtuturo, yun yung parang measurement ko sa sarili ko eh. Kaya ko na bang pasweldohin yung sarili ko with my startup?
From the business?
Kung kaya ko na siyang pasweldohin, or even higitan pa yung pinapasweldo sa akin dati ng mga schools, maybe I can consider na medyo successful na siguro yung startup. Kasi napapantayan na niya yung pagpapasweldo ng mga established institutions like schools. But along the process, I realized na parang ang success pala ngayon is kung talaga bang na-realize mo yung value mo as a startup. All startups have value propositions. So our value proposition is we help teachers teach best, di ba? We help teachers to teach smart and live smart. Kung nagagawa na namin yun, at nagkakaroon ng word of mouth about what we're doing, then I guess that is a good indicator ng success.
Wow. Parang yung financial, syempre kailangan yan eh.
Kailangan.
Tsaka mabuhay, syempre.
Hindi mo pwede puro passion na lang tayo eh.
Pero at the end of the day, yun nga, nag-startup ka ba, kung wala ka namang mission, kung wala ka namang balance
Yeah.
di ba? And, ayun nga. No? So, by the way, ang team ninyo ngayon is, ilan na ba kayo? Tsaka meron tayo dito mga moral support from your...
Yeah, I think we're around 40 now.
Oh, how?
Yeah,
For...
40.
Wow!
Kasi meron kaming mga product specialists na nag-handle ng mga accounts ng mga schools. So they do the implementation, onboarding, yes. More on technical support.
Wow! Nung in-interview kita noong 2022 or 2023, online pa lang.
Parang 10 lang yata kami noon.
Wow! How? So from 10 to 40, grabe. Big time talaga to. So mamaya, may meron tayong question and answer portion mamaya. You can ask parang, yun nga, paano na rin.
Yun ang bagong segment.
May bagong segment na Q&A. Pag may live audience. Anyway, last question na lang. What is the vision talaga of Serene?
Our vision is to make teaching easy for all teachers. Kasi ang hirap magturo, di ba? Everybody needs education, pero parang walang gusto mag-teacher kasi naiisip nila na ang hirap magturo. And we need to empower teachers. So our vision is that teaching will be a passion talaga na hindi nakakapagod para sa mga teachers. And when we see teachers na nag-e-enjoy na talaga sila sa pagtuturo without having to think about the workload, then we can say na na-attain na namin yung vision ng Cerebro.
Oo. Tsaka, again, I mean, baka malito, pero parang yung, di ba, sana tayo mga teachers natin, mga resilient, ganyan. Pero,
I think lang yun sinasabi lang natin yun kasi wala na tayong kayang gawin.
Yun nga, kaya nga. So, it's time na for teaching to be really easy for the teachers and also for them to, maximize what they do actually.
Yeah. And nobody can actually replace teachers, no? Kahit sabihin na natin ngayon na merong mga self-paced study, merong AI. Iba pa rin kasi yung role ng teacher na merong nag-guide sa'yo doon sa knowledge.
I agree. Yeah. Sige, let's open the floor. Wow, to bagong Q&A segment ng podcast. Baka may gusto magtanong, baka gusto magtanong. Even from Cerebro, baka gusto magtanong. Kayo, baka may question kayo. Sige, feel free. This is your chance actually to ask successful, entrepreneur, startup founder. Baka may gusto kayong tanong. Sige, ulitin ko lang sa mic ha. So ano daw advice sa mga para maging Justin Itugot na, maging successful startup entrepreneur, parang ganun.
Ang advice ko siguro ay when you think of something, wag mo agad minsan kasi parang ang number one na detractor ng sarili mo ay sarili mo rin. Diba? So pag meron ka nang naisip na something that you think you can do, pursue it. No, walang problema kahit na may iba nang nauna sa'yo, may katulad na sa ginagawa mo, just do it because, diba, ideas are cheap but execution is king. Kahit na meron ng ibang gumagawa niyan, kung sa tingin mo, you have another way of doing it or you have a better way of implementing it, then do it. Ang isa ko pa na i-advise siguro sa mga estudyante, yung mga research natin, yung mga thesis natin sa mga school, huwag natin iwan sa mga librarian. Diba, pinaghirapan mo yan, pinagpuyatan mo yan, iniyakan mo yan, you pursue it, you turn it into something that is commercially viable, 'di ba? Pinaghirapan mo rin lang naman 'yan. Kung ang problema mo funding, kung paano maisasakatuparan yung mga business plan na 'yan. There is DOST, DTI, DICT supporting students with grants, no, to pursue their passion. And balay mo, hindi mo na pala kailangan magtrabaho in the future kasi kaya mo nang buhayin yung sarili mo. by doing something that you're really passionate about.
Exactly. Ginagawa mo na yung gusto mong gawin, kumikita ka pa.
Kumikita ka pa.
Ayun, okay. Palakpakan natin. Kung baka may tanong pa, pa yung tanong. Ay, sige, meron? Again, wala na. Okay na. Ay, sige. Sige, ulitin ko na sa mic. So, how can colleges, schools, help yung mga students for student initiative startups? And also pala, sorry, if I may ask, anong inaral mo nung college? What course did you? Education.
Yeah, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Religious and Values Education.
Okay.
So, all things about prayer, nothing about tech, nothing about business. Kaya ko kayo pagdasal.
Saan ba?
UST, University of Santo
UST.
Tomas.
Oo nga pala. Okay, anyway, sige, go.
Ayun, well, it's a good thing na itong event na ito, organized by Scale NCR, which is a consortia of the different technology business incubators or TBIs. Most of the schools now, especially here in Metro Manila, they have their own TBIs na. And I know, inikot mo na yung mga TBI sa buong Pilipinas. It's a way of helping students commercialize yung kanilang mga researches. So I guess yun nga, ituloy lang yan. Minsan kasi, nandun yung support, pero hindi kasi nade-develop yung awareness ng estudyante na meron palang TBI doon sa school namin, meron palang Office for Innovation na hindi pala natatapos ang thesis doon sa defense. Dapat pala ang next step doon, paano ko pagkakakitaan yung pinag-aralan kong yan?
Paano ma-operate?
Yeah, and that is what universities are doing now. Instead of being research colleges or research universities, they are transforming into becoming entrepreneurial universities.
Sa school,
Animal Labs.
DLSU, si Dave, di ba?
Oh, si Dave.
So, Dave, shoutout kay Dave.
And they're very active.
Actually, Animal Labs. So, yeah, yun nga. Ngayon, dumadami yung mga DOST
TBIs.
Funded TBIs. Actually, hindi lang DOST yata. May ako ata eh. Pero, yung mga school mismo, university mismo, college, ay nagkakaroon ng office na talagang dedicated to incubate, to support mga startups na led by students from their research.
Iba professors pa nga.
Yung iba professors. So, ayun. I think, ngayon sa Metro Manila, ang dami na rin naman. Halos lahat ng mga
major universities
meron eh. And pala nyo sa inyo, magkaroon din. But, ayun. I think, ayun. Any more questions? Sige. Pero sige, ulitin ko lang So, how can, non-IT, non-tech, non-digital course students na interested with like tech startup? Like you.
Hindi mo naman kasi kailangan gawin lahat eh. Diba? If you have an incubator in your school, they can match you with a developer or someone. And maybe a good advice would be look for a good co-founder. Para din siyang marriage, So maghahanap ka ng good fit sa'yo na parehas kayo ng values. Pero nako-complement niya yung lack of knowledge mo, for example, about tech, about business. And that is something that will really help you, na gawin yung passion mo or passion project mo nang nakaka-focus ka pa rin doon sa niche mo, pero may ibang gagawa ng mga bagay na hindi mo kayang gawin.
Find good people to work.
Yes.
Pero sige, question ko lang din, Justin. So, nung nagsisimula ka, what really motivated you to do Cerebro?
Na-stress ako. Sa pagtuturo.
Okay.
Parang, kasi meron na akong baby noon. Ang hirap kasing pagbalansehin ng parenthood, di ba? Saka nung teaching. So, I tried to digitize a lot of the things that I was doing as a teacher. Then nakita ko, hindi lang pala siya sa akin effective. This is something that I can actually commercialize.
So basically, gumagawa pa sa sarili mo, and yung ginawa mo yun ay pwede rin for...
kasi sabi ng ibang co-teachers na sinubukan din nila yung ginagawa ko. Pwede pala to? Nakakatulong pala talaga to? And if there are 14,000 private schools in the Philippines, maybe we can help all those 14,000 schools.
Okay, interesting. Galing. Sige, ano more questions? Ayun, sige. So, thank you sa mga nag-Q&A. First time yan dito sa podcast. And thank you, Justin, for answering those questions.
Education is evolving, and so are we. Introducing School Tech by Edfolio, your all-in-one school management solution. Built for schools of all sizes, School Tech bridges the gap between school and learning management. Driven by passion, School Tech makes educational technology accessible, affordable, and easy to use for schools everywhere. With an integrated approach, School Tech simplifies management across different departments and enhances efficiency in operations. School Tech transforms the way schools manage, teach, and learn. School Tech, taking school management solutions to the next level.
Running a business? Make it smarter with Red Circle Global. Streamline operations, boost productivity, and manage everything in one powerful ERP system. Book your free business demo today at redcircleglobal.com. Guided by one of our top experts.
So, ayun, if our listeners want to know more about Cerebro, baka meron gustong kumonek, school,
Yeah.
investor, ba? Are you looking for investor or...
We're always looking for funding, of course,
Okay.
because that will help us naman talaga to propel what we are doing. So, if you're interested to learn more about Cerebro, you can visit our website, cerebro.ph. You can also visit our social media accounts, Cerebro. We are available on both Facebook and on LinkedIn. And we'll be happy to walk you through what we do and explore opportunities for collaboration. Ano pala, nabanggit ko na to sa'yo. We're looking for interns.
Ayun, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking for interns, hindi lang tech, no? Hindi lang business, marketing and everything. As long as you're interested talaga in exploring maybe education or tech or sales. So we're very happy to talk with you, to explore kung paano kayo makakatulong dun sa iyong mga career goals and maybe ma-experience mo na early on sa Cerebro pa lang kung saan ka talaga nababagay.
Sila ay mga ABM strand, senior high. So, and I leave it up to you. But ayun, thank you very much. Fan na fan ako ng Cerebro.
Naku.
Thank you very much, Jess.
Fan na fan din ako ng startup podcast.
Ayun, thank you.
This episode is super powered by AskLex PH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Argum AI makes smarter decisions by presenting both sides of an issue as argued by two distinct AI models. Pixel by ePlayment turn content into opportunity, grow deeper connections, and earn more. Only with Pixel. Sign up at pixel.eplayment.co. School of Profits, Filipino-led community for aspiring freelancers, VAs, agency builders, and online earners. Built to help you start, grow, and earn online together. Founders Launchpad, early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Hire Business Solution, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. Agile Data Solutions, the Philippines' fastest growing market insights tech company with its data gathering platform, HustlePH. SmileChecks, streamlined hiring and onboarding with automated background checks. Cloud CFO, cloud accounting service provider for business ready to grow. Cloverly, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Body Beaties, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. HKB Digital Services, tech-based business tools including payroll, ticketing, and loyalty rewards. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO, CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design for emerging markets. DV Code Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. This episode is powered by Kanzen Barley, East Point Business Outsourcing Services, Filipina Home-Based Moms, Hex Colony, Sugbudok, Algacon Aqua Feeds, Juan Alj, Grey Wolf Technologies Philippines, Pareto Consulting, Jur.ph, Big Giant Games, Pahatid PH, Wasteless PH, Tech Tribe, Uplift Code Comp, Board Prep, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.